Newton's first law is, an object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by an unbalanced force. It is also called the law of inertia. My first example demonstrates the first law because when I put the can down, it stayed still until I moved it by tapping it. My second example also demonstrates the first law because when I placed the can down, I immediately moved it, but then stopped it by grabbing it. Grabbing and tapping the can are examples of unbalanced forces, which are part of Newton's first law. Newton's second law is, the force of an object is equal to its mass times acceleration. My first example demonstrates the second law because the stress ball has a mass of 0.022 kilograms and it accelerated at a rate of 0.0527 meters per second. The force was 0.01159 newtons. I know this because I multiplied the mass by the acceleration. My second example is the same story. The foil ball has a mass of 0.014 kilograms and it accelerated at a rate of 0.270 meters per second. The force came out to 0.00378 newtons. The formula for force is mass times acceleration. If you know the mass and acceleration of an object, you can figure out the force. Newton's third law is, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. My first example demonstrates the third law because when I threw the ball on the ground, it exerted force on the ground. This is called the action force. The ground then reacted to the force and applied the same force back on the ball, but since the ground has more mass than the ball is more affected by the force. This is called the reaction force. My second example also demonstrates the third law because when I threw the ball at the wall, just like the first example, the wall reacted and applied the same force back onto me, which threw it back at me. Just like the first example, the wall has more mass than the ball, so the ball was more affected by the force than the wall was.